Good morning, welcome back to Lincolnshire. Beautiful, sunny, still Wednesday morning, absolutely glorious. We've had a couple of really nice days, so it's like recharged the battery. If you're new around here, my name's Kirsten. I buy and sell vintage antiques, collectibles, secondhand, anything that I think I can sell online, on eBay, on my website, or in antique centres. And I do gentle vlogs about what I pick up, what I sell, but also about gardening. We love the garden, and about life with Jack Russells, which is all an adventure in itself. So if you enjoy a gentle vlog, nothing too challenging, something you can wind down to, then please think about subscribing. I've come out it's about, do you know what, I've lost track. I think it's about 8:30. I've come out in the garden just to take some deep breaths before I start work. And looking at this bed, a couple of weeks ago, this was like bare soil, and look how much it's greened up. Fantastic. It's all the hardy geraniums, the perennial cornflowers, I think that's what they're called, the lupins, aquilegia, all popping up. It's looking fantastic. Yeah, just can't wait. I have been pricking out seedlings, and I've come to that stage where it's the greenhouse shuffle. I don't know if any of you do this, but I've got so many seedlings. It's not quite warm enough for them to be outside, but I've only got so much space inside, so it's a constant shuffling around to find space for all my little beauties. So really tempted to get a polytunnel. We're trying to work out where a polytunnel could go, because it would make such a difference, especially to me for my flowers in the spring. And then maybe Darren could overwinter veg in the winter as well. But look, maybe here somewhere we could fit in a polytunnel. I don't know. Any experience? We've got any experience of polytunnels? What's the good thing to get? I don't know anything about it. I haven't even started research. So if you've got any ideas about polytunnels, I'd really appreciate some advice, because I am really running out of space in my greenhouse. To be fair, it needs a bit of a tidy up, and I might be able to fit a bit more in if I give it a sort out. But I know that within a couple of weeks, when I've pricked out all those seedlings into individual pots, I'm literally going to have no space. I'm very close to getting tempted to buy. Sutton Seeds were doing an offer. I think it was 60 perennial plants. I know they're only plug plants, but 60 for $9.99, which seemed like an absolute bargain. But then I looked at what their plants were, and most of them, like verbena, we've got loads of verbena. I don't need any more. Literally, I've got it everywhere. Coreopsis, I've got some coming up on seed. What else was it? It was a few things. Oh, delphiniums we don't really want because of the dogs, because they're toxic, aren't they? So I'm avoiding delphiniums. Foxgloves, I think, was one of them, and we've got a lot of foxgloves because I did a load from seed last year. So yeah, the plants weren't the right plants, but what a bargain. If you don't have any plants and you need plants, then $9.99. I know they're only plug plants and you have to bring them on, but still amazing. Oh, things that I have done this week. Look, painted another trellis, and the surround at the bottom of that bed there, that's all been painted by me. I actually came out and I cleaned all the outside windows the other day as well. This was Monday, I think. I went to the car boot on Monday morning. I'll show you what I got. I did a little clip actually, I'll put that in now. It's Monday morning, bank holiday, and I have just been to the little local car boot, and I didn't do too bad actually. I got a whole load of this M&S autumn leaves vintage tableware, so cups, saucers, teapots, bowls, plates, placemats, etc. I got a pile of blue and white plates. I haven't seen if there's any sets. I just bought them and they're absolutely filthy, so they need a really good wash. A beetroot pot, quite a nice one. Some more placemats, a little copper brass jug. Oh, 3 little cute brass ducks. I like this vase with the 3 trumpet bits there. A little set of Mother's Day Mills and Boon books, an Observer book of houseplants. I don't tend to pick up this kind of stuff, but it was cheap enough, so I got that. And some more candlesticks at the back there, and a glass vase. Pretty pleased with that for a little car boot. Darren cut the grass the other day, so that's looking really nice. It's a little bit wet, but I want to show you the blossom on the fruit tree because it's so pretty. You have to get close up to get a real appreciation. Look at this. Ah, wow. Absolutely stunning. And this one as well, look. How beautiful. Wow. And the magnolia's hanging on in there. We went to our favourite nursery yesterday and picked up some compost, and so I did some pricking out of seedlings yesterday, but we also picked up a few plants. I'll show you the ones that I got for me. These Calibracoa, maybe that's how it's pronounced. I got 3 different colours. I got pink, white, and look, black cherry. Bob and Court had bought me 1 plant last year and it lasted all summer and it looks so pretty, so I thought I've been looking out for them. So at the nursery that we went to, they were £1 each, which I don't think is too bad. Oh, at the car boot on Monday I managed to get 4 of these trays for £2 each, which is what we've been looking for. And we went to the garden centre and they were something like 20 quid each or something ridiculous. And I was like, oh, you're not paying that. Because we had 2 that we've had for years. To be fair, these are slightly better. They're a thicker plastic and they've got a flat bottom. These have got a slightly ridged bottom, so you need to put more water in to make them be able to water. But they're still decent for £2 each. I was like, it was worth getting up early just for that. But you can see that I'm running out of space. But if I move these plants outside, I've got another space down there. And if I move all this crap that I've got accumulated down here, I've got another shelf there. And then under here, when I've moved my seed compost, I can put another tray on there and have more on there. But it's not an awful lot of space for the amount of plants that I'm bringing on. Now, yesterday, I was tempted to do some more seeds because I've still got loads I want to do in my April bundle. But Darren was busy painting the shed, so I didn't want to disturb him and go in the shed to get my seeds and pots and stuff. So I might well do that today if I get a chance, although we have got quite a busy day ahead. We've got a delivery, hopefully, we don't know 100%, but we've got a delivery of books coming. I have a pallet of books from the auction. So luckily it's a good day. It would be lovely if it came today. And we've also got a man coming to service the boiler, fingers crossed, because he didn't turn up last week, did they? So yeah, fingers crossed that will get done as well. And really, I need to do some eBay work. I should. I did do quite a bit yesterday. I've shown you, haven't I? Yeah. I bought a job lot of vintage M&S autumn leaves, stoneware, tableware, you know, like plates and cups and bowls and all that. And I did all the listings for that yesterday. So I did actually do some work. To be fair, the last 2 days, I have been smashing it. Monday, I did the car boot. I did a load of washing. I painted trellis. I made us lunch and tea, I think. I did some weeding. I did some I don't know, just all sorts of stuff. And then yesterday I packed orders. We went out to the doctor's surgery to sort out some stuff. And we had to go to the post office. We went to the nursery. I did a load of listing. I pricked out seedlings. I did another load of washing. Oh yeah, and the other day, Monday, I also, my nemesis, the clematis, was all going up into the guttering again. So I cut that down. And we had our first cup of coffee out on the picnic bench as well in the last couple of days. So it's all good. This sunshine makes such a difference, doesn't it? Okay, let's go see what the boys are doing. You having a hard day? Lazy bones, aren't you? Just realised that Benji's still got his jumper on. We have been taking it off during the day, but it gets cold at night, so we've been putting it back on at night because he's such a baby. When we went to the nursery yesterday, they have a load of dogs and Jack Russells as well. And they were in the like big greenhouse, like the really big ones. They have like all dog beds everywhere and a little sofa. And one of the Jack Russells was curled up underneath a duvet in the greenhouse yesterday when it was really hot, and I was like, there's Benji's soulmate. So that's all that tableware that I've listed yesterday. I've done it in, so when I get big bundles like that, I separate them out. So like I've done the 6 cups and saucers, I've done 6 dinner plates, and then I've done the extras as, so 3, so 6 and a 3, 6 and a 3, 4 and a 3, and then I've done a load of table mats together, and then the teapot separate, and then the jug and bowl separate. So what I need to do is I need to wrap it all, bubble wrap it all, label it and put that away. And then I need to tackle this pile of stuff. I mean, most of that is going to Louth, so it just needs pricing, but that still takes time, doesn't it? And as I say, I want to sort those baskets out and get them listed on eBay. I'm dressed in some random clothes today because I've got no intention of leaving the house, but then of course the boilerman's arrived, we should call him. So I'm trying to hide out the way. Actually, I'm keeping the dogs out the way. They're all very happy to be in the office with me today, aren't you? They're not. They're all at the door wanting to get out, wanting to know why they're being restricted. I've just been watching. The other morning I got up early, was having a coffee, and it came up on YouTube, channel Back to the Good Life. And I haven't watched enough. I've only watched one video, but I think it's something that I'm going to get very excited about because they grow loads of their own veg in their garden. They do lots of preserving. This is what I really want to get into. I've got the dehydrator that Darren got me for Christmas that I really want to use. A friend came last year and helped me make the chutney with the apples, which is really good, which we're still using. But I really want to get into making jams and chutneys, and I'd love to make kombucha, but I'm scared of it exploding. So all of those things. And this morning I put one on and she's making bread and things like that. So yeah, I will recommend, I'll put a link in the description box below. What's up? Do you not like my company? You always want to be somewhere else. So rude. So rude. You've got a lovely big bed. You can lie down on your big bed. You can watch me work. You've had extra treats, haven't you? I know. Come and lie down on your bed. No, she's going to be the choir master this morning, I think. We're going to have a lot of singing and crying. I'm on to the last bit of wrapping of the M&S autumn leaves. It's not my favourite thing to sell. You know, I don't get excited about selling this kind of thing, but I find that you can usually pick it up. This kind of tableware, you know, china and stuff, you can usually pick it up for a decent amount. And it doesn't sell fast. It's a slow burner, but kind of like you just get it listed. As long as you've got space, put it away, and eventually it will sell and make you a decent profit. But as I say, I don't get excited by it. But one thing I have learned is that if I wrap it all really well, for instance, individually wrap between the plates, bubble wrap it like this. That is the milk jug and sugar bowl, individually wrapped and then wrapped together. I can put them away, and when I get them out, I've not then got to individually wrap them when I'm packing them. I can just find a box big enough, a bit more packaging around, job done. So it's kind of like I'm doing half the job now. Packing's going to be easy. So while Jenny has a little sing-song, shall I show you the bits that I've picked out for you for my website? Before I start, thank you to Ali, Sally and Susan who ordered on my website. Thank you so much. As always, your support is always appreciated. Not a lot of things, just a few things, so I will show you those. I got this lovely beetroot pot. Oh, hang on. Beetroot. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at it. It's got a double-sided one. P&K, made in England, it says underneath. It's in good condition. It's got like slight imperfections in the manufacture, if you know what I mean, where the glaze is, maybe look, there's a spot on the glaze like there, but there isn't any cracks or chips. And he's got such a charming face. I'm saying it's a he. Feeling like that's a he. So there's that one. I should have given this a little bit of a wipe, but hey. A little observer book of houseplants. I know some people collect observer books. It's not in the best condition. It cost 60p originally. 60p. And then somebody's written in the front there. Yeah, the sleeve's a little bit worn. Beautiful colour, look at that. Look at turquoisey green, love it. It does feel like the pages could fall out. They're not falling out yet, but you know what I mean. Like it feels a little fragile, so there's that. I've got a feeling that that would clean up. I might give that a little go. But yeah, a little observer book. I'm going to pick those up if I see them cheap enough. I'm trying to get a nice collection of books on my website. I've decided this year I'm going to look out for books. So there's that one. Then there's this little cute set of brass ducks. Now I'm thinking that's a duck rather than a goose, aren't you? Like a runner duck. So a little set of 3. 2 small ones and a big one. Mummy and the babies. Gorgeous. I love that. Really sweet. So I'm putting those on. This nice copper and brass jug. I've no idea how old it is or anything or what you'd use it for even. But it just seems in really nice condition. It's a nice decorative piece, especially sort of farmhouse kitchen look, isn't it? Yeah, just a really nice copper and brass jug. So that one. And then this nice little folding table, little miniature one. It's all carved on the top there, flowers. And then this comes off and this folds down. They were made as tourist pieces, so they easily fit in your suitcase. Make a nice little plant stand, I think. Or you could put a little ornament on it, because sometimes when you've got a shelf or a mantelpiece, it's nice to have something with a bit of height so that you can stage things better, you know? So that's going on. And that's all I've picked out so far. To save myself job later at editing, I'm going to go through the prices of things now. I've just worked out what I'm going to sell things at. So the little observer book of houseplants, I've given it a clean and look how much nicer it looks now. So that's going to be £5. It's a 1972 edition. So there's that one. The beetroot pot, I'm going to do at £10. He's lovely, isn't he? The copper and brass jug, I'm going to do it at my favourite price. Can you remember what that is? £6. It's got a nice flat bottom, so it sits nicely. It's almost like one of those, what are they called? The decanters with the flat top. They're like for ships, aren't they? Ship's decanter. It's a bit like that, so on your narrow boat, so it's not like falling over. The little brass ducks, I'm going to do at £10 for the 3. Somebody's got these listed on eBay at 40 quid. 40 quid. That's a lot of money, isn't it? I'm going to do those at 10. And the little plant stand, I'm going to do at 10 as well. So gorgeous. I just think that on a shelf or a mantelpiece, adding height so you can do different things at different heights, look really special. Yeah, these two settled down nicely. But this one, she's officially doing my head in. The constant squealing, whining, crying. But look how angelic these two look. Oh, Ed. Ed's calmed down so much over the last couple of weeks. He's gone back to the Ed we really do love. You don't realise it, but over time with Dave being with us, he'd obviously got himself really, really stressed. And he'd become a bit of a grumpy, anxious dog. But he's back to his calm, loving, cuddly self, which is lovely to be around. This one, on the other hand, an absolute nuisance, aren't you, Jenny? A beautiful, soft, cuddly nuisance, but a nuisance nonetheless, especially on days like this when I have to keep her trapped somewhere. I just want to be outside. It's beautiful and sunny and I'm trapped in my office with 3 dogs who don't want to be here. And I think Darren's left his phone in the kitchen, so I've messaged him, but he's not replying. So I don't even know what he's at. He's maybe got the back gate open, so I can't let the dogs out. I don't know where the plumber guy is, so I can't let the dogs out. And I'm just trapped. Let me out. Anyway, I keep thinking, since I mentioned it this morning, I keep thinking about the Polytunnel. Can you imagine if I had a Polytunnel? I could be getting loads of seeds. Imagine, what would I do with all the flowers? Then I'd have to start selling flowers, wouldn't I? But I've always got people I can give plants to. My in-laws and friends and the care home where mum is. They like having plants as well. So there's always people you can hand on plants to, isn't there? And I can always find more spots for plants. I could easily make a border out the front there. We could have some more flowers out there, although the rabbits, that's a bit of an issue, rabbits, isn't it? But I could have more pots. Yeah. Anyway, I really would, if you've had a Polytunnel, and you've got any advice, like don't get one too big or get one like this, or because there's all different sorts. I need to start looking, don't I? I need to do some research. But are you excited by the thought of a Polytunnel as well? Or is that just me? Probably just me. We had a little break. I managed to find Darren. He did have the back gate open and the plumber's still there. So it was a good job I didn't just let the dogs out. So they've all been out and we're all back in again. I did just bribe them with biscuits, so that seems to keep them happy for a minute. Spoke too soon. Got myself a can of orange zero sugar, Aldi special, because I had to just grab something quick. And I am going to get on with, I think, pricing some stuff up for the booth just to clear some space. I'm just in the process of listing this on eBay. But I'm going to round up the vlog because then I can concentrate, you know, put the vlog to bed and then I will work harder. That's the plan. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Hopefully I'll be out in the garden this afternoon, getting loads and loads done. Are you out in your garden? Are you enjoying the weather? Absolutely stunning. Long may it last. I'm not looking at the weather forecast, just like I'm not looking at the news. I am just enjoying the moment, as we all should do. Look after yourselves. If you want to see more of Darren and the dogs, then go over and subscribe to Gardening with Dogs. He's got a vlog coming out very soon. Might even be already out by the time this one's out. I think I'm a little bit ahead of the game at the moment. It's not like me. But yeah, take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon.